Hi, this is Barry from Castlebridge. You haven't seen me for a couple of years. We've had a few bits and pieces going on. I've had a new hip, I've had cataract operation, we've closed one of our small businesses down. We had to buy a caravan on a holiday park to help one of our relatives out short term. So now we have that same static caravan on the holiday park at Paignton that we hire out. So it's close for the South Devon Railway, the Buckfastleigh Railway, not too far for PECO if you're a little journey out. So hence I haven't done any work. I've now discovered in my railway shed that I have a problem, and that's why the title of this is Disaster or Advantage. So let's go in and see what the problem was. As you can see, we've got quite a lot of watermarks on the wall there. Now just to explain, this is the sort of shed side, if you know what I mean, and I've had a problem. If you can imagine, all of these shelves and racks were exactly the same here, so it was all blocked in. All this timber up the front was all over the top, so the view of up there was sort of zero, and I knew I had a little bit of a leak someplace, but I didn't realise how bad it was. So I started taking bits and pieces down and found that I have or had an infestation of something. Now this is why I've got to take this roof. This roof will come down back to about here, I think, to see what's happening. Now when I took one piece of stuff down, it's all full of this, I don't know what it is. Looks like gravel. Is it their droppings, whoever they were? I don't know. So now my railway room of Castlebridge is completely covered up, and the idea of it being an advantage is because I've had to take all this down, I can now reconfigure what was going on here, because here were sidings that came into an area, went along here and ended up stopped around there. This is the plank I showed you just now. I've dusted off as much as possible all the it felt like sand, and I'm bemused as to what it was. And this is when the loose dust has come off, it's just left like that, and the little sticky mounds. I just don't understand. I don't know what it could be. It just baffles me completely. So if you've got any ideas, yeah, wouldn't mind finding out if you know. Now we're in Devon in England, so it's not going to be termites, so who knows. Any ideas? Please. Part of an ant's nest, and let me just show you what's over here. This is polystyrene, was in the ceiling, and that's what the ants have done. They've just eaten the polystyrene. Inside it was all up there. You can see they've just eaten away. They've eaten away at the OSB flooring that was on the roof, and so the whole lot. Just gonna put a new piece of ply up here. I'm gonna paint it all with bitumen just to make it horrible for them. Hope they never come back. We've had tons and tons of spray, and the spray, doesn't matter what the spray is. We've had this one, we've had Nippon, we've had the powder, we've also used this one. It doesn't say it's for ants, lots of other crawly bits and pieces, That's quite powerful. Maybe I hope that helped as well. So of course what happened here was I had to remove the side of all the support that was here. Had to go, which means the advantage is that new support for this end, which is going to be good, which also means that I can remake my sort of lift out section that goes there normally. So normally a lift out section from there to there, so I can redesign that, remake that with a lot more support on that side, so that's going to make it a smoother transition across. So yeah, what a flipping job. I'll tell you something else that I came across. You might be handy for your own layout. Dust. So I've got some clear plastic, just big plastic bags I cut up, but what a fantastic way of keeping it up. I've got some metal brackets, and with the metal brackets, sorry about the light, there we go, that's better. With the metal brackets here, I've got one of the square neodymium magnets, and that's holding the plastic up. And I think what I will do, I'll get some very thin metal steel, I'll run it all the way along the whole length of the shed and across the back. I'll do the same up this side, and then provided it's nice and thin, that the magnets will grip to it, I can put plastic up onto the side, draped over the front, just magnetised on. And God, what a fantastic way of keeping the dust out. Non-proven, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Well, this is what I've done so far to the shed. Back wall's been all cleaned up. I've got a new bench there, which is going to take the track that comes away from there, which is the main lines. They will start coming up here, and this is going to be the fiddle yard, where I've got five tracks can go there, and that's going to do that. Then I'm going to have some racking going up there to hold bits and pieces I need, and all my little repair work up there after having to pull the ceiling down. Not good, but it will look good one day again. One day I'll be able to run a train in there, I hope. With a bit of luck, all this will be back into the shed properly. This is what I've ended up doing with that section. The open bit in the middle with the white behind it, that's going to be for all the track work. Storage, a few bits on top. A couple of crates going on there. I can put 3 crates up on the left, and 2 crates will go there. And this is going to be the sort of fiddle yard as it goes down into the main stay of the layout. That's the general idea. So this is what we've ended up with. The racks now 2 go up there, and the space on the left is just for boxes I might have with other bits and pieces in it. This shelf, as you know, is for the fiddle yard to go along there. I found a light in one of those many boxes, so I fitted a light up there. And this is the racking for underneath, as the old vacuum cleaner goes in there. One of the areas I've got a problem with in my layout, I've got nowhere to do any work, if you know what I mean. So this is my fiddle yard going to be, under the area where the ant's nest burst in. I've fitted up a light, and I've also got some couple of pieces of angle, aluminium angle from Screwfix, which wasn't that expensive. I was quite impressed. And a piece of plywood and a bar that will fit in there nicely, and this gives me a nice flat area to do any repairs I might have to engines. I've got to put lights into carriages, I've got to do painting, some soldering. So you get little things like the engine might need something doing to it. This is a dummy. I ripped it all out, but it will fit in the layout somewhere as a repair waiting to happen. And I'll also fit up a small piece of track that will go in here, so I can connect that up to a controller, and then if I do any repairs I've got something to do a little bit of a test on. So that's what I've achieved with the area that was sort of dead, but I've got myself a lovely working platform, and it's nice and secure and very easy to put together, leaving me with all the 5 tracks of storage, all coming off the one lane over there. So all in all, this is the last section to be done, caused by the damage in the roof and the flipping ant's nest that I sincerely hope I've cured. And what can happen now is all of my problems with this layout, with all the plastic bags on it, etc., we can get rid of all that in the next couple of days. And this area here, which has not gone quite right, this has all got to be reconfigured, and now I can work on that and carry on, hopefully. Hope you all had a good Christmas. It's now 2024, the beginning of January, so happy new year to everybody, happy modelling, and roll on the summer.